einen Brandfall nicht beherrschen. Aber
One cannot control the event of a fire, but the conditions of a source of ignition can be improved. That means one must see to it that the smoke can escape the tunnel as quickly as possible. This situation especially applies to cross-ventilated tunnels, where we have put large exhaust dampers into the ceiling. Through these dampers, a large amount of smoke can be extracted, and therefore smoke can be sustained in a specific area of the tunnel and become smoke-free within a short time. It is one of the greatest ventilation achievements. There was a great fire in the tunnel, and what would have happened if this system hadn't then been in use?
If the system hadn't been in use, we would have been on the front page. With it, we were mentioned on page 16.
Were serious tunnel fires the trigger for a new ventilation system?
The development has actually started before the big fires, no matter if they occurred in Switzerland or Austria. One started from a distributed extraction with fixed lamellas, then to dampers. This concentrated type of extraction is much more efficient if you are talking about extraction systems in general than if it is spread.
The EU directive has been put into force since 2004 and had to be implemented by the individual member states, including Austria, and was made into a national law in 2006, implemented in May 2006. It states a minimum of requirement for the safety in road tunnels. Its goal is to achieve a static European minimum niveau.
The fresh air impulse valve will be used in the ventilation system of tunnel as a cicado nozzle. It therefore also blows fresh air into the tunnel and reduces the longest speed in the tunnel, and in case of a fire, to allow for the selective extraction system at the valve. Looking at this presentation, you can see the impressive suction effect, which makes the smoke under the extraction blind act like a wall.
With these ventilation valves, not only the basic tunnel ventilation can be better managed and controlled, but especially in case of fire, the fumes can be selectively diverted from the source of fire.
The rescue team spares no effort. They stage the event as realistically as possible. The accident cars are real, but not the smoke. It comes from a fog machine. In a serious event, the smoke extractors are most effective, so that the fire doesn't get out of control. The rescue forces give the OK for the opening of the Uetliberg tunnel on Monday.
Sirocco, an experienced team for project planning, construction, do more security for road, rail and metro tunnels. Sirocco ventilation and control dampers. Our contribution for more safety in metro, railway and road tunnels. Product sparing, special blowers for the process industry. This is technically a big fan which promotes cement and smoke as well. Also in the area of special blowers, Sirocco plans and constructs individual customer solutions, special constructions and manufactures bespoke parts and small series of the highest quality, flexibility and reliability. Sirocco special blowers for the process industry. Sirocco heat exchange systems and cooling units are being used worldwide. Precise execution and the high quality of used materials ensure maximum performance for optimum heat transfer and for reliable operation. Heat exchangers for cooling the circulating air of generators and electric motors. For heating the room and giving fresh air, exhaust heat exchangers and heat exchangers for power plants being used in chemical processes and in the food production. The successful team of Sirocco Air and Environmental Engineering was happy to accept the export prize of 2009 from the Austrian Chamber of Commerce.